WitchTrap was released in 1989 from writer-director Kevin Tenney. Tenney actually directed a lot of great horror flicks throughout the 80s and 90s, including Witchboard, Night of the Demons, and Pinocchio's Revenge. Definitely gonna have to review that one soon. So I still remember the first time I saw WitchTrap. One weekend my dad took me and my friend to the video store and let us each choose a movie to watch. My friend chose WitchTrap, and I picked The Grim Reaper. I can't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday, but I remember what movies we rented over 25 years ago. My best guess is that I probably have a brain tumor affecting my memory. WitchTrap begins with a lengthy opening credits sequence. Nothing at all happens, just credits rolling over black with a moody score playing. I actually missed this in movies. Long opening credits help set the mood and let you get all your snacks in order before the movie begins. Plus, I'm a sucker for film scores, and I always enjoy listening to this stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty weird. We begin with a guy being terrorized by an unseen force. Apparently, his name is the Amazing Asimov.
The Amazing who?
The Amazing Asimov. He's a Las Vegas performer. Anyway, in terror, he leaps out a window, which is shown from multiple angles for maximum effect. We then get down to the main plot of the movie. The now vacant Lauder House, which has the nickname Slaughterhouse, is being haunted by the evil spirit of Avery Lauder, a suspected serial killer and powerful warlock who looks like a deranged Kenny Rogers. An ancestor of Lauder's, played by director Kevin Tenney in a brief cameo, inherited the house and wants to turn it into a bed and breakfast. But he wants the evil spirits gone first, so he hires a group of psychics and a security team to take care of the problem. So we have Agnes, the one in charge who has created a device that can trap spirits. A witch trap, if you will, and destroy them.
If Lauder's ghost had tried to pass through her, the vacuum would have trapped him immediately.
The device looks like something out of Ghost Adventures with Zach Bagans. In order to use the device, she needs her husband Felix, who is a mental medium. This means that he can channel ghosts and spirits. She also needs Whitney, who's a physical medium, which means that the ghosts and spirits use her body to come into our world. Whenever Lauder's evil spirit causes trouble, she convulses around like a drug addict going through withdrawals. Something I tend to do when I go more than a few days without pizza. 3 ex-cops are there to protect the group. There's Tony Vicente, the skeptic and lead of the film who spends most of the movie spouting wisecracks and hurling insults.
You're going up there to take on Casper the fucking ghost. You don't need a detective. You need Bill Murray, for Christ's sake.
His buddy, Levi Jackson, spends most of his scenes comically drooling over Ginger, the videotech. I know this is the 80s, but come on, man. At least be a little subtle. Then again, she seems to like his confidence, so what do I know?
Well, scratch my ass.
Not until I know you better.
Ginger is played by Linnea Quigley, an 80s scream queen who appeared in classics like Silent Night, Deadly Night, Night of the Demons, Return of the Living Dead, and Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowl-O-Rama. And yes, I do own all of these movies in case you were wondering. We've also got Murphy, the one in charge of the security detail who looks like the bad guy from Commando. Classic.
Now, I resent that, Vicente.
I resent your mother for taking drugs when she was pregnant.
Man, I gotta remember that one. Finally, we have Elwin, the creepy groundskeeper and former assistant to Lauder.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Elwin.
He spends his time peeping in windows and being an overall creeper.
Hey, fool! Don't you know you can go blind doing that?
The rest of the movie is a group being picked off one by one by the evil Lauder and crazed Elwin. This leads us to the classic death by shower scene. Ah, the 80s. How I miss you. It should be noted that the audio was apparently damaged beyond repair when originally making this movie, so the makers had to go back and dub in everything after the fact. This causes the performances to be even more wooden than usual, but it also adds to the overall cheesiness, which is a plus in my book.
Felix, did you hear that? Are you going to just stand there and let him talk to me like that?
Well, dear, the man does carry a gun.
Even still, I love Vicente in this movie. His constant quips are fun and he carries the film very well. Levi is also a fun character.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna find that overgrown abortion and give him a .38 caliber enema.
The rest of the cast is fine, but none of their characters are as memorable. Hey, there's Sydney's mom from the Scream movies. Kind of interesting that she has a brief appearance in this. So one scene has Felix channeling Lauder while Agnes confronts him. She basically tells Lauder exactly how she plans to defeat him, so what does Lauder do? He blows up Felix's head. Yeah, Agnes probably should have kept her plan to herself. During the climax, Lauder is able to physically manifest himself through Whitney and has a showdown with Vicente. I love the stuff at the end when his body melts, revealing a skeleton underneath. I'm a sucker for practical effects, and this scene looks great. When Whitney is revealed at the end, it's a lot like the ending of Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, which also has Freddy melting with someone revealed underneath. Lots of melting in 80s horror movies, apparently. WitchTrap isn't director Kevin Tenney's best film, but it's still a lot of fun. The Blu-ray edition was released by a label called Vinegar Syndrome, who did an excellent job with this release. The Blu-ray includes a fully uncut version of the film that carries an alternate title, The Presence. I definitely prefer the WitchTrap title. As a fan of cheesy 80s horror movies, I find a lot to love in this film. The overdubbed dialogue and gory scenes really add to the fun. This is a perfect movie to watch with a group of friends and have a good time with, and it includes death by shower. That alone should convince you to see this.